And what is up, everybody? Jeremy here, excited to bring to you another Starfield ship building video. Today we have the Blowdart sniper coming at you. This was a really fun build to figure out, but yes, if you like this build, you can find all the parts you use in a Google Sheet, which is listed in the description. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as everything does help out. And this is a glitched ship build. Once again, we're using fractionals, we're using flip glitches, we're using a lot of things in here. And there's a cool video that goes over a lot of the glitches that we like to use. It needs to be updated, but that video can still be found in the description below. It goes over some a good majority of glitches that we like to use. It can do pretty much mostly everything that we want to do, but yeah, if you want to see the details, check out the video and we'll look to update that later. But beyond that, guys, let's get to the build. Let's start by changing it to a different color and then start splitting it apart into different pieces so we can show you how this guy is done. And show you how it's done. So I kind of just try to figure out like a good order on how to set this up. Oh, I don't need that. All right, here it is. We're gonna start with our favorite piece to start off with. For this one, it's gonna be the 120 LD landing bay, right? And we'll split this part up just a little bit. And then right above the L28 landing bay is going to be a Nova Galactic control station. You decided to go Nova Galactic, but totally up to you what you want to do. Underneath that, we're going to have a extender port 200 docker on the bottom. All right, that's how we're going to roll with it. We might take that out later. Well, yeah, a lot of these pieces we'll probably take out like later and move it back in. For the top, we're going to bring a tail cowling, a tail companionway 1x1 top C, and a samurai cockpit. I am totally all about this look. The last several ships kind of uses this look from Teo right now. So I'm totally about that. Totally. To the sides, we're going to bring over the Hope 5 landing gear, or Hope 55 landing gear on both sides. And then we have this whole big mess that we need to put in. We decided to glitch like everything, all the guts in here. 3 engines, shields, reactor, fuel. We decided to put everything in here. Alright, so this one I think for this build, because like I think the last few builds have been pretty complex, I wanted to do something more on the easy side. So I decided, yeah, you know, just throw everything in there. Throw everything in there. And then we have some flip glitches. We have this guy that we need to kind of line up down here. But that's probably going to be a piece that we work with later. So what we're going to do is just fill these guys in. We're going to use the duplication buddy glitch. So I'm going to move out the top pieces right here so I can start moving in the 104 DS magnet inertial reactor, the R3000 alpha grav drive, the 500T HE3 tank, the shield generator, the 60S protector shield generator, and then 3 White Dwarf 30-fit engines all into that one spot. So what we're going to do is a duplication buddy glitch where you're using basically having a floating set of modules help you merge pieces together. So this is what we're going to do. This is what I call the buddy stack. And for any piece that you want to duplicate, you need to have, you need to be able to duplicate it at the star yard that you're at. Some pieces are not available at certain star yards, but for this one, luckily, I'm at the landing pad with Ship Builder. So all these pieces are available here for purchase, so I can duplicate this as much as I want to, as many times as I want to, as long as I have the credits for it at the end. So yeah, 104 DS magnet reactor, we're going to select the R3000 alpha grav drive here. Shift click drag the bottom engine. So by the way, buddy stack, it could be any module you want as long as it has a top and bottom snapping point. And yeah, I have it here floating. But basically what we're trying to do, and the reason why we have 2 here is because I want to move this R3000 alpha grav drive down. And what I want to do is cover all the available snapping points except for the one on the bottom here. So that's why I decided, yeah, I'm going to cover this top spot with another engine. So that way the only available snapping point between these 2 modules that it can move down or up to is going to be the bottom here. So I'm going to select both of these. So I clicked on the R3000 alpha grav drive, shift click drag, select the White Dwarf 3015 engine here, hit Control G, it duplicated down, which is perfect. Now that R3000 alpha grav drive is in there. See it? It's right there. It's merged together. So, boom. Next up, we're going to move these guys down and then bring down this next set here. So the top top snapping point is still covered. I can do this now. Top snapping point of the 500T HE3 tank is covered by the White Dwarf 3015 engine, and we have the White Dwarf 3015 engine here on our stack. I'm going to show you how to select these guys with a controller. So I'm going to select the 500T HE3 tank by tapping RB, then select the engine, the White Dwarf 3015 engine, by tapping RB here, tap Y to duplicate it out. And by the way, you want to make sure your cursor is above one of the modules that you're trying to duplicate, one of the modules that you have highlighted, or you won't be able to duplicate it. See, if I move my cursor off, I only have the option to undo, redo color, or unselect. If I have my cursor on, then I have all this stuff to work with. So yeah, select these modules by tapping RB on each of them, tap Y to duplicate it, then tap A to accept it, and then, yes, we have another module merged into here. And now I'm going to just delete the, delete that fuel tank, and just duplicate the White Dwarf 3015 engine down one, just standard duplication. It moved into its spot. And then, yeah, because I want to make sure that that top spot is covered, I'm going to select the White Dwarf 3015 engine and duplicate it now once. Oops, let me see here. Maybe double click. So this could happen where things might break off alignment. So what you do here is double click the rest of the ship, double click the rest of the ship on the keyboard and mouse, or tap LB on your controller to select the rest of the ship. Then hit either spacebar or A on the controller. Let things turn green. That basically means that the rest of the ship is moving to the unconnected parts. So now everything's connected. Then accept the movement by tapping either spacebar, enter on the keyboard, or A on the controller. So accept the movement. Double click. All right. See that the HE3 tank is not connected still. So you just repeat the same process until everything is connected. Yeah, there you go. Now let's continue with the merge. So I could duplicate this once, twice, 3 times. I could delete both of these guys now, and then move over the 60S shield generator. And this guy doesn't have a top or bottom snapping point, so you just duplicate it down perfectly. Boom, there it is. All right, next up, we have these Deimos wings. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this in, like I think it was right here. Yeah, so it was right here, 1. So we're going to use the flip glitch to free an available snapping point. So rules for this is, 1, you need to have the module already in the work area. 2, you need to have a free and available snapping point for it to move to. And 3, you need to be able to flip it, or you could use the flip or variation. So either or, it's the same process, but remember, not all pieces have a flip, not all pieces have a variation. Some of them are just standard, like this guy. This guy has nothing. So like on all these guys here have no other thing. So the only way to move that piece into place is through a duplication type glitch. But now with a flip glitch, we can just move it in, flip once, flip twice. Oh, see. So that could be a problem. So notice that when I flipped it, it moved to a different section of the ship. So it was trying to attach itself to the Hope 55 landing gear. Right? But fortunately, so yeah, if I try to do the flip here and cancel the movement, it might move to a different spot. Yeah. So that could happen. So if that's the case, it might be better to use a variation glitch. So I'm going to move it here, swap through the variations. I'm going to tap my arrow key on the keyboard right there. So I swap through the variations, go to the variation that you want, then cancel the movement by tapping either escape or tab. Double click the rest of the ship, and you see it's connected. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but this time with a controller. I'm going to select my module by tapping A, bring it over here, tap the directional pad on the controller to go through the variations, go back to the original one you wanted, then tap B to cancel the movement, and it'll stay there. Select LB to make sure everything's connected, and everything is. Nice. So the other side, this side, yeah, so this one I should be able to use the flip glitch. So I'm going to move it in here, flip it once, flip it twice. So you saw how it stayed in the same place. It didn't move down a level. So yeah, flip once, flip twice, cancel the movement, double click, everything's connected, perfect. So I'm just tapping Z to flip it on the keyboard. For the controller, you're going to tap on Y. So tap Y once, tap Y twice, Cancel the movement by tapping B. Select the rest of the ship and see it selected. Perfect. There we go. There we go, everybody. There we go. Alright, for this next piece... Oh yeah, let me just move these guys here. And then we'll save this tail cowling braking engine for the end. Alright, now for the next piece. I need to move off the tail, the samurai cockpit a little bit. We're going to move over 2 HopeTech radiators to the front of the Nova Galactic Control Station. And they're going to bring in these HopeTech pipes, like a HopeTech Pipes A and its mid, HopeTech Pipes Variation A in the mid. And it's the mid for whatever. And then you have a HopeTech Pipes in the 4. Yeah. And what I'm going to do is bring in 3 Skeg Bs and a Skeg A and put them all underneath right there. So everything's connected right now. Or not. Oh, okay. Let me just do this individually. Alright, everything's connected. Perfect. Now, I'm going to do a half-step fractional to move this up a little bit. So that's how we were able to achieve that look. So these are not just hanging down. So I wanted to make it tighter in the vertical or the in the x-axis. So here we go. This is how we're going to do the fractional. I'm going to bring in a Horizon weapon mount. I'm going to have a random weapon, KE20. So what I'm going to do is select all these skegs and even the pipes up here, and then select the weapon and use the duplication glitch. And you see this is the free and available snapping point right here. So that's the closest one. Every single glitch you do, it likes to move to a free and available snapping point first. So this is the closest one available, and that will help move all these guys 1/2 step up. I'm just going to select all these guys, select the weapon, duplicate, so Control G on the keyboard or Y on the controller. It'll move up, accept the move by tapping either spacebar, enter, or A on the controller. And all these guys are duplicated up 1/2 step. I'm going to delete these guys right here. No longer need these pieces. Alright, so that's the half step I want. So notice that these skegs, everything about these skegs, they only have a snap point on the top. So that was a little bit of a challenge. I was thinking, like, how do I get this connection? So the answer will be these HopeTech pipes. But as you can see, it's not yet connected to the rest of the ship. So we need to bridge these radiators to the Deimos Skeg, specifically this Deimos Skeg, and then connect that. So bridge the radiators to the Deimos Skeg, which then can connect to a HopeTech pipe, which will then connect everything else, connect the rest of these guys together. All right. So all these skegs only have a top snapping point. So yeah, none of these, there's individual pieces. And we got to figure out. So that was the problem that I was trying to solve. So to do this, I start off with a equipment plate. Or actually, let me get the one from here. Yeah, let's start breaking this apart. Here's the equipment plate I used. Alright, so equipment plate. So we're using equipment plate here. And what we're doing is bringing in a weapon and using this weapon to bridge the Deimos Skeg B to the equipment plate, to the weapon, and to this weapon mount on the Nova Wing, which then has these, like this, what's it called? Back snapping point, which will connect to the radiator. So that's what we're trying to, that's the solution. And then from there, we're able to use these HopeTech pipes to connect everything, or try to connect everything. Oh, that's right. It's like it's not going to connect because the equipment plate's right there. So yeah, so you can see here. Oh wait, well let's move everything else first. So we got that. All right. So here's the thing. We're also merging a bunch of weapons together to make this work. So I have that Exterminator 95 MEV Auto Helen Beam. That's not what we're going to start off with. We're going to bring in the Vanguard Obliterator Auto Projector. I want to merge like 2 Vanguard Obliterator Auto Projectors to the same equipment plate where this Exterminator 95 MEV Auto Helen Beam is going to be on. So these guys, I only have 3 here. All right, I only have 3 total because I purchased these at Shroud Eglin. They're not available for purchase at the Star Yard. So that was a unique challenge that I had to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge 3 weapons to this equipment plate. I'm going to get a buddy. So we're going to use the duplication buddy glitch to move this up directly 1 space up. Alright, 1 space up. Delete the one on the bottom. Move in and exterminate 95 MEV auto Helen beam. I'm going to delete these ones right now. So I have 3 of these total that I can work with. So if I delete these other 2, I can duplicate the Exterminator 95 Auto Helen Beam 2 more times. And then I can't duplicate anymore. So that's why I said, alright, this is going to be in a static position. I can purchase as many Vanguard Obliterator Auto Projectors as I want. So I'm going to use these the pieces as the ones that I'm going to duplicate more. So there's 1 floating in the air. I'm going to duplicate 2 of these into the Exterminator 95 Auto Helen Beam. So I'm going to do it once. Boom. And then do it twice. Boom. Alright, there we go. Delete this guy. Delete my buddy stack for now. Now that this is set, I'm going to bring in a Nova Wing. Alright, see it's going to... It's snapping to the HopeTech radiator, which is perfect. And it's close enough to these weapons so that it can start mounting to the Nova Wing. So I'm going to bring it in. Flip it once, flip it twice. Cancel the movement. Double click and you can see that it's working. Alright, you can see that it's working. The bridge between the radiators to the Nova Wing, to these weapons, to the equipment plate is now attaching the Daedalus Skeg B to the rest of the ship. And then what we're going to do is like start daisy chaining all these, well eventually, the whole, like, we'll get to that in a little bit. All these HopeTech pipes will be there to connect the rest of the skegs together. So now you see that's how we're bridging everything together. But before we do that, we have a lot more to do. Yeah. So that's where we're at. We have, let's move this guy out. All right, there we go. So this is how we're going to work it. Okay. I'm going to bring in a Horizon weapon mount, and it has 2 other Vanguard Obliterator auto projectors attached to it. Alright? What I want to do is bring in this other Nova Wing. That's what I want to do. I do not want to put these guys, HopeTech pipes, in here because it might start like interfering with the placement of this. So the best way to place this in this current position is bring that Horizon weapon mount first, attached to with the Vanguard Obliterator auto projectors attached to it. Alright? Select the Nova Wing. Or wait, did I do it this way? Uh-oh. I did do it this way, but I had a little issue. So yeah, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move this out. You can see that it brought out these 2 guys, which is fine. I'm gonna bring this guy back in, flip glitch that one in. Alright. Bring in the other Horizon weapon mount. So I kind of move these guys out of position. So I mean, there's probably a better order for this. Let me say, I was like, there's probably a better order to do this, but that's what we had to do first. So all right, yeah. So instead of going through this process, just put the equipment plate down, like flip one of these guys in, bring in a Horizon weapon mount. Flip the other side, bring in the other Horizon weapon mount, then bring in your Vanguard Obliterator auto projector. So yeah, okay. So that's the appropriate. This is the appropriate order right now. So I should have done the Horizon weapon mount piece first, then move these guys in. Duplicate this down. Duplicate it down twice. So there's 2 in there. Alright, so I'm having these 2 guys float, so that way I can bring in both these Nova Wings, flip glitch them in. See that? There. And now they're all connected. So that's the appropriate order. Alright, so here's the fun part. What I'm gonna do now is just grab a random module. So I can't duplicate this. I can duplicate this. So I'll just duplicate this. It could be any module. Just select the Exterminate 95 MEV Auto Helen Beam. Select any module and just hit duplicate. Oh. You know what? I actually want to... Let's do it this way. duplication stack, then duplicate. Okay, that's fine. I guess it could have just been whatever. So that's interesting. That's what I wanted. Why did it not do it that way, though? It's like, why did you not go that way? It's like, it did it the first time. Why are you being weird now? I don't know. It's like, I don't know. So that's where I wanted it to be. So I wonder why I didn't do it the first time. Anyway. So yeah. So there was a free and available weapon mount there. And I just wanted to move these guys into them. So that's what I did. Perfection. All right. Now we have noble weapon mount that we need to move into. All right, we got the noble weapon mount. What's cool about and we have 4 PBO 175 auto Helen beams attached to it. And what's cool about these guys is that once again you could duplicate these weapons at this current star yard. So to help align this up, I'm gonna take a Hoptech radiator, duplicate it up once. All right, so this is not the correct position. It went a half step up because there's the Demo Skeg B here. All right, so yeah, it moved up a half step. Then I'm going to select the bottom again. So now that the snapping point on top of this Demo Skeg B is now occupied by the Hoptech radiator, now this one, select that piece again. This should go a full step up now. There you go. So that's what I wanted it to be. I'm going to move over the noble weapon mount and then duplication glitch this one down. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to remove the Demo Skeg A, bring in a Nova Cowling. I want the one that's facing down first. Duplication buddy glitch it down. Perfect. And I guess I could just wait. Yeah, I guess I could just flip it. Then we have the one that's facing up. Move that one in. Perfect. Okay. We are getting there. So this was already taken. We already had one of these. Are we here already? Oh my goodness, we're here already. All right. Next part we need to do is bring in all these Hoptech pipes. Oops. All right. So the starting point will be right here. Variation glitch that one in. Bring the other one. Variation glitch that one in. The one towards the front. Variation glitch. And this one here, it's a flip. It only has flips to it. If it does that, then just use the standard duplication glitch to duplicate it down. Perfect. And then we can move this guy back in. Flip glitch that one in. Double click, make sure everything is still connected. Everything is perfect. Demo spine A's. Bring it up to the top. Flip glitch that one in. Flip glitch that one in. And then landing gear. Variation glitch underneath right here. So yeah, there's a free and available snapping point right there with the Nova Cowling. So Nova Cowling facing down has free and available snapping points to it. Variation glitch that one in. Cancel the movement. Boom. Okay. We have the cockpit, so I'm going to duplicate this one up. Move the cockpit over. And then duplication glitch it down. Nice. And then we have this guy. So this has no flips. And what you need to do is remove the landing bay temporarily. I'm going to duplicate the control station down once and then twice. Take the Teo braking engine, take it, snap it to the one on the bottom, and then duplication glitch it up. And there we go. Now that should be set. Delete our helpers. Move back to the landing. Was this the landing bay? There we go, everybody. That is your. What do I call this? The Blowdart sniper. I'm gonna cancel it because I want to just deal with the colors. There you go. So yeah, nice. There it is, everybody. So yeah, I liked having this up a half step. It creates a smooth transition from the bottom structural piece here. The what's it called? The tail braking engine. So yeah. So that's normal. and then that's the half step up. So I really liked how that was able to put this together. I liked how the nose came out as well with the Nova weapon mount, and then having these merged pieces into it. And this the Hoptech pipes too. That really helps connect things together. Man, it's pretty cool. Let's go take a tour. Blowdart sniper. Take a look at this from here. Merged weapons. Let's see as I float up. Yeah, man, look at that. So yeah, there's a part of me that wanted to do so much more, but I said, no, let's keep this one on the simpler side. let's do some like I wanted to do some like half-step flarings to the sides and like so. But I said, no, let's keep it simple. Let's just dump everything into the same spot here. So I was like, all right, let's go that route. Let's go that route for this time. Yeah, have a range of more complex to simple. I mean, I want to have a range. I want to have a range from multiple things in here for everybody to try out. All right, we entered the ship. Here we are with the control station. The control station has also the docker. So this is the, I'm using the, I think I just randomly chose the Nova Galactic control station. Here is the Teo companionway, and here is the Samurai cockpit. And if you look out, so this looks pretty good. Like, even though it's a little bit merged in here, it looks like it's still like transitioning well. It's not like, oh, this shouldn't be inside the cockpit a little bit. It feels like it transitions well. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a seat. Let's bring out our fun battle music. And don't forget, you can find all the parts of this build in a Google Sheet in the description below. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as everything does help out. Yes, indeedy.
Liftoff looks good. All systems are good.
All right. That's pretty cool. So yeah, with the Hoptech radiators, I mean, you only get like half of the view. Like, well, at least it's on the horizon. All right, let's go take this bad boy to Crix. I haven't done a design with a full particle beam weapon loadout in a while. Let's have some fun. Let's put some power into our grav drive, and while we do that, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as we spin in circles. Hey. Alright, here's the first target. Right in front of me. Oh, hey, 85. Hey. Oh, we're melting things. Blow dart these guys. Blow dart these guys. Oh man, melted. That is it, everybody. Let's blast into the future. That is your Blowdart sniper. Hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. Of course, if you like this build, you can find all the parts found in a Google Sheet listed in the description. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as everything does help out. Beyond that, guys, have yourselves an amazing day. We'll see y'all next time. Peace out. And thank you so much for all love and support. As always, without you, we just wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. See you again real soon, guys. Peace.